Dealing with the crazies, and also rehashes back to guard from fixed positions, bad positions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go off the foot and hip guard pull where they pass to the side so they get to a side control position. That would be our major. And then number two is we're going to go that we've got the lockdown, but they've kind of got really good posture or having trouble breaking them down. So we're going to have options A and B. So you're inside my half guard first of all. So if you have a look at my foot, Michael, on this side. So it's got a good control from here. So what we want to start to do is we're going to have a look at rescuing the guard. The major issue that I have at the moment, or the control leg, is my right leg that's caught. As a general, high level guys are going to put their knee in front of my knee to block it out from coming through. They're going to turn their body slightly so that I can't roll them left or right as well. I'll cover this in a second. So my job is that I've got to create a space out over here to be able to rehash the guard, but he can track me. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have palm up on top of his back. The reason he's palm down is holding him onto me. I don't want to hold him, I want to move him. So I'm going to plant my foot. Okay, I'm going to push my hands down. I'm going to bring my foot in. I'm going to go and hold onto the belt, or just get a friction grip from here. Once we're here, is my foot's on top of my calf. So it's a wedge from here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to slide back underneath my partner and come to my guard. And because I've got the overhook, it's easy to start to set the triangle up because I've got the overhook on the arm from here. Right. So I'm not trying to lift, I'm trying to re-slide underneath my partner. Right, really important. So again, I'll do this in every so you can see soon. So they've got a really good half guard on me. And I'm going to cover the knee cover in a second. So first of all, is I'm not trying to hold my partner, it's here. I'm creating space of 45 degrees this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down and big step from here. He still can't upgrade because my leg's heavy on it. Slide. Now all I'm going to do is bring him back in and cover. So I've got the so it's really hard for him to move out. And I've already got the guard here. Most people do exactly what Tyrants do, Michael, where that is the post. Right, so this is easy for me and like easy to do. Punch, we can start to play all of our games from here to isolate the arm, to start to look for our triangles, etc. How did that feel? Once I get that bias from the arm, it's really hard to get rid of it. So Emma, just so you can see. And moving slowly today, babe. Okay, so once again, just this is one of the biggest things I see is that I want to move my partner. So I don't want to be holding and I don't want to be holding. Does that kind of make sense? So I want this position. So I'm using the force downwards. I create a space, but I'm heavy on my right knee. This kind of stops or helps prevent the guard pass. So I want to go big step, boom, push and push. Foot comes in, but it's on top of my calf. But my foot is on top of my calf. What this does, it means that I've got weight down onto her knee, so that I've put all the weight down. That also means I can now sit up and rehash. So I've got the arm. My partner will generally post onto the left arm. If they don't post on the left arm, we'll take the sweep. What I'm doing, instead of trying to take the sweep, I rehash, come back underneath. So this would be that position where I can start to look for either my sweep or my arm. Like the sweep's really easy to do from here. And then I've got the access to the arms from top out as well. So we're just going to go to the guard recovery, but I want you back to your butterfly guard. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3. This right. Just as a side note is I can't physically use my hand at the moment because it's tight. So I'm going to use my hand up onto my forearm up onto the hip. Because every time I do this, she swings the underhook and she's got the control of me. Does that kind of make sense on this side? Yeah, no, once I'm here, this is terrible. So when I'm here, it's always this. Does that kind of make sense? So I want this control. What I'm doing is, as I swing my leg out, I'm dragging this foot with me a little bit. So as I go here, and I'll put my knee to the ground and I'll push. So what that'll do, that'll allow me to come side to change. See now my hand's going to the knee. So I've got this ability. So that'll come through and stop. And once I'm here, the reason why I'm here is because all my weight's on that leg, so it's harder for her to back step. And I've got the control. Now, backstroke, so foot goes down, foot comes in, and come up. So I want to be on top of my partner as much as I possibly can. So she'll have to post to carry the weight. And this will mean that I can now rehash, and we can come back into your major position, which is all your triangles and arm bars and sweeps and things. If she keeps her head low, we're going straight to guillotine. Right, so if she keeps her head low like she's trying to double leg or keep the pressure on her, we're straight to guillotine. And let's go again, 1, 2, 3. The reaction that you're going to get. So remember, your dad's quite a fair bit heavier than you. So when it's someone your own size, your reaction's going to be heaps different. So, sorry? No, I want him to feel it first. So I'm here, you're here. So see your elbow, or feel where my elbow is. My elbow's out. So you can drop your hip down. Yeah, wherever I'm here, drop your hip down. You understand? So this versus this. Right, so foot, drive, bomb. Boom. Yeah, so straight away, what I'm doing is feel the difference on this is I sit backwards, I pull, right? So now, that allows all this to kind of happen, right? So, kick, once we're here, feel this. So it's really hard, because everything's shut, like you've got kind of both arms trapped in, it's really hard for them to move. So you've got to get that rock and roll and pull that leg out. Yep. Okay, can you do it on Emma this time, please? So Emma's got the strong pinch for me, and we've got this set up. What we're going to do instead is think about it this way, is we're going to kick off this leg and we're going to start to rehash to sit up. So kick off that leg. Nice, now the pinch is gone. Cushions have to let go. Right, so now roll the other way, roll that way, all the way belly down. There you go.
Now to try.
There you go.
You know what's good when they make that gargling noise?
I've had a few gargles this
Yeah, so
morning.
because they're holding so far one side, when you kick away, they're going to counter their weight so far on one side that when you re-roll, they don't have a post, they don't have anything. So you're going to get that re-roll straight to the mountain triangle. You generally get that triangle choke before you get to that, because they're kind of all that whole stretched out kind of thing. Okay. I'm going to go to the next stage, right? How did that feel? That into your game pretty straight away? Yeah, pretty much straight away. Okay. So this is the next one, and when I first started teaching this, it was a little bit obscure, right? And I still believe that this is something that we can put into our game to get the bite and to move them. So it's one of those ones that's, it's just, bear with me, it's out there. Okay, so Emma's on half, and what I've done is I've ended up trying to blocking, and she's got the crossface, so kind of on this bad side, right? So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to start to make my partner re-roll. So I'm going to throw my partner over my left shoulder so I can swing my right hand through. I'm going to throw my partner, so I'm going to go here, throw my partner over, my right hand comes through. Yeah, it's Kimura.
So bicep crush?
It's a Kimura.
Yeah.
Swims, and then we get the bicep slicer.
Okay.
More like a tricep bite.
It's a Kimura. So I've blocked out. So this happens a little bit where they've got the cross face, and it's quite heavy. So what I do is down. So I want this down so I can swim on the inside. I throw my elbow over, I swim on. And that's pretty much on. So what we're going to do for me, think about it this way, is I swim the arm down, hip escape, leg, straight back into the game again. So this is a really cool entrance when I'm on the wrong side to get back to the good side, and the arm's already down for me. John, come in. How did that feel?
Arms.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. So like I've blocked, and I've got the cross face. Right, so what I said to people is, if I keep my hands here, I can never re-swim my hand back on the inside because it's too far. So I bring my hand on the inside. I backstroke, so what I'm doing is I take my elbow high, I cup it. How does that feel? So as I go to defend it, I swing it down, hip escape, we're in the game. So this will bring, yeah, that. So what we're going to do now, right, is exactly the same. I can't get the gi because the elbow's down. The part that I see people do is they try and sweep, and that for me is always a reset. Always a reset. See where my head is? You can't see it, but there's a lot of pressure onto Tyron's right arm because I'm pulling the elbow. Can you come around the other side, Mark? So I pull his elbow to my hip. That will allow from here, elbow grip, and he knows what's going on. right? So what I'm gonna do is I'll pull this in, try and sweep, and he brings his right knee into his chest to block my leg out. So keep that in. Yeah, so I'm like, man, I'm having a lot of trouble doing this. My hook goes in. How'd that feel? What hurt more than triangle or the armbar? So it's just because I've got that bite on. But anytime that they try to compress, I take the sweep instead. It's horrible, right? It's absolutely horrible. Okay, can I go, please, Maddie? The whole lot. Okay, so from here, so I've got my, and it's only because I've done good defending, but they've swum over, whatever. So this hand is the key. So this hand comes in. I backstroke, bomb. It's on, right? Yeah, and that's me being nice. Hip escape, drag the arm, foot, boom. Now, this is what I'm seeing. Can you come around to the other side now, Michael? Sorry. So see my left elbow? What? That.
So you could sweep it my way.
Man, like, yeah, there's basically an arm bar right now.
Can you kick out his left knee with
I
that?
can, but then he's going to fall flat on me and I'm not going to get anything. No, his weight's on that leg. His weight's on, because I'm putting his weight down onto that leg. And I don't want to kick out because he's going to get the free pass. I'll explain that, okay. So I go here, Bob, here. So Maddie goes, hey, I know what's going on, and drives his right knee into his butt to compress. So I'm like, so I can't get that out. Okay, so I go this, I go, no drums, Bob, and I lift, right, like lift, Bob. And it's just super tight.
And it comes on the elbow so quickly.
It's just on. It's because I've got the compression on the elbow from the onset. So I'm not doing this, I'm driving the elbow in. 1, 2, 3. Let's go like closed. And the person's kind of pushing on my chest and I'm having a really hard time just getting that last breakdown and like cinching him up. So this is kind of like that guy on the white belt that was kind of like just being an annoying little person. Yep, okay, so let's start with this. Let's kind of go. Emma, I'm going to go slow on this one just so everyone understands. When I first started teaching this, it was triangle defense, and I'll kind of spend a little bit of time defending the triangle, or setting up the triangle defenses. So this is a pretty easy way to just become annoying and obnoxious inside the triangle once I've got it. You're not going to get out of it, but you know, like it's just one that I'm just delaying the inevitable, but I'm going to piss my partner off as much as I can. Time on your back, head facing that way. We become annoying. More annoying, even more so. So I'm here and Tyrants goes boom and it gets a triangle and I'm like this. I'm this guy. I'm this guy. I'm this guy. I'm this guy. So as he keeps trying to switch to get the triangle, I'm this guy. I'm not getting, I've got no intention of getting out. I'm just drawing my hand in, and my hips are high. I'm like, yeah. How'd that feel? What would you do? Yeah. So, just that annoying piece of shit person. Swap positions. So, right, I'm doing this. I'm being annoying. Yeah. So you can't rehash at the moment because you're not changing around. So your right hand pushes my knee. That turns. Your right leg comes down to your right arm and closes the space. Now jam them in. Boom. Both hands go behind my elbow, smash it across. Now wrap it up. Nice. Now wrist lock on this hand. Yep, so I defend the wrist lock. You bring your leg up over. Now you wrist lock this hand. I'm not going anywhere. And most common defense is this. Yep, so hip escape twice behind me. 1, 2, take the armbar. So on that face punch, you're up on your toes, you try and drive your fist through their throat. Okay? So push the knee to get space to be able to swing. Once you swing, just do what you want to do to him. 1, 2, 3.
Automatic does work.
When
It
we're
just looks blurry when you're videoing.
so he's come up, he's stacked up, he's punched me so up onto your toes, up onto your knees. So we're here, so it's like this, and I'm trying to get this triangle. So as I'm here, what I'm seeing is this watch carefully, is this watch, okay? So I'm having a lot of trouble. So as I push, this comes here. So see how I've changed the angle? I'm just closing this gap, and now it's this. Oh, and I'm just like, come here, got it. And I want this. I'm just like, yeah, man. So now I just go hunting. And he's going to go, I don't want the wrist lock, so he's going to defend it. Got it. So I start to pull.
So tight.
Once I'm here, that's what she said. Is here? Okay. I want to post. You okay there, Maddie?
Yeah, go.
How's your neck?
Go.
The shoulder.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Go.
I now pull my wrist through the back of his neck and finish him.
Yep.
I pull my wrist, carotid. You okay there?
Yeah, go.
Chest down, drive, and just finish.
I feel like my scapula will be
I
ripped me apart.
because they were dirty to you, you be dirty to them. Got it?
Love that good for
Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's against dirty jiu-jitsu. And when I first started teaching this, I did this as a purple belt in a tournament and got warned by the referee. And then my coach at the time, John Will, when he had shot the referee and kind of goes, no, it's fair. And there's a little bit of a disagreement. But anyway, I still do. If someone does this to me in a tournament, I'm just going to do this to you in a tournament, and I don't care whether I get disqualified or not. I'm going to teach you a lesson. Time. Anytime I'm either in the guard or the triangle, and they do the throat punch choke. So they stand up and they're here. I go here and I go here as hard as I possibly can.
Are you allowed to hit it?
Well, I'm not doing this. I'm sweeping. My whole body is behind.
Yeah.
I am going to throw everything behind my arm, which is on your little elbow, which is at full extension. So they're here, and on this side, not this, and I go bang this guy's arm, bang. Referee warning or that. So if you're having trouble, like I'm here.
Warning when his arms snapped in half.
Okay. So if I'm here and I'm having this, like, man, like I'm having issues, I can't quite get that arm. Okay, what I'm gonna do instead of this is I'm gonna start to just roll over and just, yeah. So I just bring everything up and over and push this so far, and he's either gonna let go or he's gonna get swept. Okay, one more go. Okay, this is the next one. Time. You watch. I've shown you this before, but I like it. Okay, this is fun jiu-jitsu. This is kind of like good fun jiu-jitsu. 2 on 1. Wriggle. Okay, feet come in, kick it. Thank you. Easy jiu-jitsu. Okay, so, hello Dan. Hey, there you go. 2 on 1. Wriggle, pull. Feet come on the inside, kick it, turn. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Yeah, so look, just a little unconventional jiu-jitsu today. The main focus for Tyron just to get to the triangle position off the half guard. So half guard, inside hook or half side Kimura grip, switch it through. And then we'll just have a look at if inside the guard doing the triangle and they're being annoying, it's that, bring it up, smash that leg through, drag it across and finish it. And then we'll just have a look at the kick out from the full guard as well. You're going to have heaps of different reactions from that. I normally set up my cross collar choke because I'm inside the guard, kick it out that post, and then I just go straight to the cross collar because the hands are onto the ground. So I use that for my cross collar choke setup. I teach people to use it for the Kimura because the hands are on the ground, so the Kimura setup's out there as well. Okay, let's guys, 1, 2, 3.